Doesn't seem like it's working. Here, plug it out. Let's see. When I think about Marty, I touch my guitar. Whoa, I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I can't see the comments. Did people know what song that was? Or no? Matt's not looking. He's watching some game that he's betting on. Are people watching? Is it working? How's everyone doing? We're talking about a practice routine, and that might not have been it, but it was just a song stuck in my head. And a shout out to the classic Austin Powers scene with that song. What did I say? I don't want anybody else. When I think about Marty, I touch my guitar. Oh, I don't want to anybody else to teach me. Oh no, oh no. Yeah, that audio jack is sensitive. Like if you put it in one way, it doesn't work. Put it in the other way, and then it does work. Um, let's see here. Yeah. Okay, now I can see. It is. We are snowed in here. Yeah, Divinals. Pretty good name. Yeah, I am snowed in here in Tennessee, but having a good time. Actually, it's starting. The roads are a little better, but I've been snowed in for a few days. But I am going to be sitting in with one of my favorite groups here in town tonight, the Pitch Meeting guys. Oh, that's like a private event, or is it a public event? I don't even know. It's private. Yeah, VIP list only. Um, so I'll talk about a practice routine. I like to take little devices and then just try and make it musical right away. So like the ultimate E blues run, which you're never gonna, if you're practicing the ultimate E blues run, you're never gonna waste your energy or time practicing it. Of the pentatonic in general, I had a friend over here, Carter King from Future Birds, here yesterday, and we were making a video, and I was basically saying I learned all the modes, all the music theory, went to music school, learned the jazz scales, took jazz theory class, all this stuff, trying to get better. And basically, 25 years later, 30 years later, I realized still that the pentatonic is the best thing you can practice. So I'm going to go over the E blues run, but then show you, I'll just take an example, a progression and loop it so that works on my rhythm playing. And then I can play the pentatonic over it, but then also try and branch out and hit, wrong notes. I know that's shocking, but, push yourself beyond what you normally do. And also, I'll show you that example in a second. But first, let me show you, we'll go over scale, that scale thing. So the ultimate E blues run starts with the open E, and then along that E string you have O, 3, 5, 6, 7, and then on the A string 5, 7, and then on the D string 5, 7, 8, 9, then 7, 9 on the G, and then we switch and we go 8, 10, 11, 12 on the B string, and then 10, 12 on the high E. And when you end on that, you're now in your home row spot again. So that's a scale. Oh, you like my background. Thank you, Alan Simpson. I like it too. One of the lights wasn't working, but I'm not the lighting guy. So, but yeah, there's these lights back there and you can change the color. So depending on the vibe, like when we had Kingfish in here, it was blues and purples. Right now we're just kind of in a, red and blue with a purple cross match in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. I don't even know if I'm allowed to. I might get sued if I say welcome to the jungle altogether. That might be a copyright. Um, Oh, but we had Susan Tedeschi in here, and it was more orange and yellow, right? So you can change the vibe, the mood in here with the lighting. So here's a progression. I like After Midnight by, Clapton did the version, but it was J.J. Cale. And what's cool about that is you can play the pentatonic over. It works really well. So E, 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 G, A, E. Pentatonic, just kind of bluesily. That's my made up word. In a blues setting, it kind of fits over that. But that changed to E, 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 G, 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 A, B. And then right back to it. So if I can find some of those chord tones, I can have the minor pentatonic that I practice over it, but then also chord tones to mix things up. A really good one is that B major chord when it goes up to, so it's like da 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 da. So you can find the arpeggio and try and hit a note from the arpeggio are the chord tones. So B major, depending on where you want to play it, I'll play it with the root on the E. So 7, and then 6, 9 on the A, and then that root again, which is the 9 of the D. And if you knew that well enough, you could do the arpeggios for each of the chords. So I'll do that next, but then I'll just try and make music, combining the pentatonic with this idea. So E major or E7. G major, A major, back to E. And so that other part, E, 7, G major, I'll just do it right here. A major, B major. So if I can hit some of those tones over the right chord, but then also have that ultimate E blues run. That's what I'll fall back on if I'm kind of lost with that chord tone thing. All right. Another sippy. Huge shout out to Matt Eldridge for using his 4-wheel drive, right? 4-wheel drive to get here. Yeah. Lucky for Matt, everything was set up when he got here, so. All right. Yeah, I'm on between two ferns, basically. Those are chord tones right there. Ultimate E blues. Straight E blues. So let's say you just knew you could just work on one arpeggio, and instead of just playing the arpeggio over and over, play the arpeggio for the chord progression of a, like an easy song. So after midnight, E major, G major, A major, E. So let's go along just the A string. I won't show you each arpeggio, but check it out. So really it's the same shape, but I just have to at least know where the root is and then have the shape practiced a little bit. Here's a cool little major chord Hendrix embellishment that I like that's in a few different courses of mine, but the definitely the Hendrix inspired course at Marty Music. So if I had the root here, I have this little thing. in any little combination. Luis Gutierrez, I will be at the NAMM show. I will be there uh, Friday and Saturday for sure. Am I there Thursday? Or we fly in Thursday. So Friday, Saturday, I will be all over the NAMM show. Look for the brown hat and the denim. No, I don't know what I'll be wearing, but the hat should probably be there. Uh, I could probably get a lookalike as long as he's got the hat. Okay, so that device, E. G's right there, 3rd fret high E, and I can plug it in. A is up a whole set. E. Do it again. So I took a device that I want to practice, and instead of just practicing the device, I use some kind of context to practice it. So I'm immediately have a new kind of soloing idea over After Midnight. You know, if I wanted it to be After Midnight, it doesn't always have. It could be anything, you know. But I'm always trying to make it, you know, take a little idea and make it musical, and then also little micro ideas that you can get down and then add to it, as opposed to being overwhelmed with too much information. You want to just pick little things and then add to it. I have a free pentatonic exercise course at martymusic.com as well, so you can check that out. Have I not done Scentless Apprentice? Thought I taught that. All right, I'll check that. I've listened. Is that teachable? Some of them I don't feel are teachable. Let's see. I had some other idea. Oh yeah, we'll just go back to. Here's a question. Hello, I followed your guide on acoustic guitar, but I have a big problem with strumming and switching chords, and I feel like I'm not improving. What should I do? I have played guitar for 1 month. Well, 1 month is still not a very long time. And I'm very experienced in teaching people that have only been playing for 1 month or a few weeks and have problems switching chords, etc. So what I need you to do, William, and anyone else who's feels that can relate to it, and I know you can, you want to just like take start with the 2 easiest chords. One of the reasons your rhythm won't be flowing well with your right hand is if you're not able to switch the chord fast enough, your rhythm's never going to be right. So it's not that your rhythm's bad. It's the left hand needs a little more muscle memory training. And while you're watching TV or doing something else, doing the little chord shapes without actually practicing guitar, but you're like, you know, watching a movie, for example, you can start just memorizing those chords. The quicker you get these just as memorized shapes, you know, all the expressions coming from the right hand and your rhythm, you know, the rhythm will never be fluid if you can't switch in time. So what you want to do, though, is take like the 2 easiest chords and just see what you can do. E minor, which is the 2nd fret of the A string and 2nd fret D. And then rhythm-wise, you just have to go really, to start with, really simple. Just 1, two, three, four. See if you can just do four, counts of four, but steady. And then you just switch to what's called the A sus2, which is just taking these two fingers and scooting them over. Next, go back to that E minor, but then practice taking your middle finger and hitting that third fret E string. Oh, I'm getting to the free spray. I came up with it. I did. And then, so don't get overwhelmed like, oh, I got to go to C and oh, I got to go to G and I want to play my favorite song right now. You're going to get there much easier since all those classic open acoustic strummy songs, they're all the same chords over and over, right? So you want to just start taking two chords at a time and picking them out. The easiest were those. And then D, like a D chord, so crucial. Here's another thing that'll help get you there quicker. Take the chord shape, make sure you play it right. And then some mention of the free spray. But the real trick is I did have a guitar teacher teach me this little technique, not with the free spray part. That was because I taught a lot of little kids for years. But you take a chord shape and then take your hand off and try and keep the chord shape and then put it back on. You'll have to make adjustments, but then put it back on. That's like muscle memory exercise. So you got to just take two chords at a time, like boom, boom, back and forth. I'm watching a movie, not paying attention, just doing this thing. D to A, D to A, D to A, D to A, D to A. My right hand's not even doing anything. In fact, I'm eating that Pop-Tart that I talked about 15 years ago when I first started making these videos, right? So that's my tip, and you just got to be patient. If you've only been playing 1 month, it's really not fair to say, like, you're not playing well or you suck or, like, that's really, really not fair. It takes patience and, like, practicing smartly, too. You can't just, like, randomly play a bunch of random different things and then, without any structure. So, yeah, that's what I got. Let's see. Okay, so I did. Okay, question. When using your pinky, is it crucial to always have it right next to the fret? Like pointer finger fret 1, pinky. It's okay if it's in the middle. Honestly, as long as you if you get a clean tone out of it, then you're fine. But, typically when you're first learning, you're trying to be closer to the next fret up. But if you can just get a clean note to come out, I don't care if you do it this way or, that way. If it's clean and it makes sound and music, then that's all we're really trying to do. Okay. Tips for fingertip pain. You just, man, if it hurts too bad, don't play. Just let it rest. That's like a beginner phase thing. 3 to 4 months of a few minutes a day, other than when you're in a lot of pain or it's like a blister or something like that, you're going to forget all about any of that fingertip pain. That ends if you just keep playing. But if you're in pain, take a break. Tips for improvisation. I've given lots of tips for improvisation. But if you're needing a tip for improvisation, meaning you're kind of in the more beginner phase of it, you want to take that pentatonic scale and repeat parts of it going up and down. You know, I'm just repeating a part of it. And you'll start to develop a little vocabulary and little things that you remember you liked the way it sounded when you did it, or it reminded you of Jimi Hendrix or Eric Clapton or Jimmy Page or anyone else that you like, and you start to remember it, and you're like, oh, I like when I go. But really, it starts with the pentatonic scale and like repeating the ascending and descending and patterns from it. So I'll end with a little jam. Let's see. Yeah. Matt Smith says, is there any one thing that you feel made you progress quickly? Definitely playing this pentatonic extended scale. So if I'm in the key of A, and I would just spend hours on little parts of it and work on licks. Forgot it. Hey, thanks, guys. We'll see you next Saturday's the NAMM show. So no stream next Saturday, but if you're at the NAMM show, come say hello.